This is Android, and this is for iOS. It could be iPad or iPhone. Drivers also, they can download the application on their cell phones, or if you want to have a specific tablet for that, they can also use that. Here in the Android, the menu is in the right-hand side. So if you click on the three little dots, you will see the menu. iOS, the menu is at the left-hand side. Click on duty when they begin their day, and it will give options to the drivers on what they are doing. So let's say they are going to do the pre-trip inspection and press OK. Here it asks for the mileage because I'm not hooked with the connector to a track, but normally it won't ask for the mileage because it will get it automatically from the connector, from the device, the hardware. It will remind the drivers to do the vehicle inspection. It will begin to count the time that the driver is on duty. So you can see in this digital clock how long he's been on duty. Also, it will tell in these circles the time for each of the statuses. And also it will show them like a reminder that they have a possible violation in 13 hours and 59 minutes, so that they have 14 hours to be on duty. Those are all the like warnings for the drivers to be on top of their hours. Okay, so let's move on to the driving. If the application is already synchronized with the device, it will go automatically to driving. But now I'm going to press it manually. It will always ask the driver, are you sure you want to change your status to driving or whatever? They can have cancel, okay. So they will give them some assurance that they can always go back and redo their, if they are doing a mistake. So let's say we are going to, the driver is fueling and it's putting 100 gallons of diesel. This will give a report that is required here in the US. It's also the IFTA report, including the regulation for Canada.
No, no, right now in Canada, there is no IFTA report right now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now they're driving, and while it goes to 1 minute driving, you can see here in the circles, it begins to get green, but when it's 1 hour left, it will go red, so that the driver knows that they have just 1 hour left. Here there are also some icons that show this D. I will click on the D, and it's telling me that I didn't do the engine synchronization, as I said, because I'm not connected to a track, but that's an indication, as well as these icons. This is the icon for the Bluetooth. It's in red because I haven't connected through the Bluetooth. And this is the engine data that I'm not receiving because I'm not in a track. This will turn green when the diagnostics or the synchronization is done by the driver. Okay, so now I'm going to move to off duty. So those are the 3 steps they have to follow every day. It's very simple, very easy. They just have to click on the statuses they want to use. Now I'm going to show you how it looks like in the logbook. So you go to the menu and select logbook, and you will see first each of the logs that we created today: on duty, driving, off duty. Also show logbook. You can see the logbook, what we did just today. On duty, it shows it went to on duty, then to driving, and then to off duty. If they make a mistake and they want to make any additions, that is possible. It's very easy to do it. They just go to this icon, to the little pencil and paper. They go there, and let's say this was not on duty, but we wanted that to be sleeper berth, let's say. So click on the square and then select sleeper berth or personal use, yard, whatever. Let's take sleeper berth. And that's it. That's the way they can change any mistake they make, or they can edit anything if they get violations. Here you will see the violations. There's a list of violations, and sometimes those violations are just by mistakes, and so they can correct those mistakes. That's in terms of the logbook. If they get pulled over by an officer, they just click on the police officer icon here, and they can just print display logs to show it to the officer, view as PDF, or send by mail. Here they can put the badge of the officer, or the comment they need to put, and then they will get the logs. So here in the iPhone, in the iOS, they get 17 days before of their logs. And here we are going to see the last logs for today, what we did today. And in Android, they get 8 days of, well, it's according to regulation. So they will get whatever is according to Canadian regulation. And if the officer wants to get the report, the driver just clicks on export. This is FMCSA, the US Transportation Authority. But for Canada, they send it by mail. So they will put here, again, the badge of the officer, or the comment, the name of the officer, and then the email of the officer. That's the way they proceed during an on-the-road inspection. So to leave from this safe zone where the drivers don't have to show anything else to the officers. So it's just to go back to their logs. You can see here it is showing that the driver has been off duty for 3 minutes. Another functionality that I'm going to show you very quickly is the driver vehicle inspection report. They can do their inspections. They just click on the plus to create a new inspection of the vehicle. As you can see here, we have the USA, Schedule 1, and Quebec. So we are going to do the Quebec one. The heavy vehicle, bus, or motor coach. Let's say it's a heavy vehicle. So here it says, check any defective item and give details and the remark. So since everything is fine, these are all the components and requested by regulation to be here in the list. I'm going to go to the next tab and complete the inspection. So if there are any remarks, they can put them here, but it's a condition of the vehicle is satisfactory. They only have to sign it. So when they sign and save it, they can upload just clicking on the cloud. They English or French, let's say French. Are you ready to save the new inspection? Okay. And this is the inspection with the signature of the driver. That same inspection, you can, as a carrier, you can see it in the website. So the driver can see his inspection here in the app. Okay. So here on the website, I'm going to execute what I have in the Android. So what we have in the Android is that the driver was on duty. This is not the one that we were using. We were using this user. So this driver was in the iPhone that we were using. So you can see here that we changed it to sleeper bird driving off duty. So everything that the driver does in the application, the carrier will be able to see it in the website. If the carrier wants to do any edits from the website, they can also do it from the little pen here. We'll see how it looks like. And it shows all the statuses, and you can change them and then save the changes. Also in the website, if you have an audit to your company, here you can see the logs, you can select the dates, and you will see all the information, and you can send that information via email. For the US, we can send it directly from the website. but for Canada, it's going to be the email. Let me show you. This is the last day, what we did today. Here we can see the same information. Okay, and another nice tool that you have here is the dashboard. So you can see, for example, compliance of the whole company, drivers. When you execute, you will see a summary, a dashboard with it says here 30 violations in the last 30 days, 12 unassigned driving, 59 ELD compliance, 59% with some graphs. And also you can see details of those measurements. So here you can see that all the drivers are good. This one is, he left 1 hour and 27 minutes for driving hours, but all of them are in good shape. This one is in red. If maybe he forgot to change on duty, you can easily change it as I showed you from the app or from the website. Another nice tool that Aurelio mentioned is, and is part of the continuous improvement of the solution, is that you can create shipments. Those shipments you can send information to the from the shipper to the receiver to the warehouse to be in constant communication. For example, the warehouse can send an email saying the bay assignment for you to park, for the driver to park, the recommended parking area, and any notes. So these are additional tools to the specific hours of service, are like added value items. And as I said, violations, you can see them from here. The report, the driver vehicle inspection report that we just did, I'm going to show it to you right now. So for the report, just execute and download it. So here is the report signed by the driver.